yellow, green, green more than yellow I suppose, Abarth, to identify the vehicle. And they've got a wheel of a type there, some different wheel designs. And I get the idea with this, how swept the spokes are, I think, is the bit that makes the difference. More, and you can just keep going with the sweeping, and they've got various angles of sweep. So a bit of sweeping can work well. And do you have the actual spoke curve as it's running, or is it straight like some of these ones? They're just, once they've got the angle, which is at an angle relative to hub and the barrel, relative to that, they come at an angle. That's the play with this. But then they run straight. I think I've seen better ones where the actual spoke has a curve in it as well, so it's layered, and that you just tone it down in terms of the angle that it runs from hub to barrel. That this is all just a little softer, and I think that gets a better turnout. So I know the type, and I know that there's an attempt, but I don't think that's the pick of the bunch. Of a type, I think they can really work. There's certain vehicles that have a win on that, but that's not the best. This is a Jeep one, and I think there's just nothing with that. This sort of pedal look, which has turned up on quite a number of vehicles and aftermarket reels of this sort of electric vehicle generation. They just copy what's out there on certain vehicles, and then you can get an aftermarket one. I don't favour this pedal look. I count that as being just, it's third tier, put it down there, we can do better, nothing for us. Now this is a 500E version, and this one is a wheel that I would say, again, you see they're trying to do something different and whatever, but it is very busy in design. It would probably be a lot of lacking in function material, and so heavier than it needs to be. There's so many spokes that might keep the wind out, and they have a pretty smooth face, so it might give a bit of aero performance even though it's open spoke setup. There's so many of them pretty tightly packed on a small wheel. Overall, I wouldn't favour it. I could see that some people might want to go there, but it just, you get to that point in the vehicle as you look across it, and then the wheels just stand out as just very busy across front and rear. And to my eye, that's not what I would pick as, when it comes down to it, you're putting one wheel on the vehicle, you've got so many options, that wouldn't make the top spot, which is to test. And it's not a contender.